Alrighty. Let's get this dynastic journey resumed. I have tested the new version of the game, so it should work. What? Have I not? I feel like I've done Selma Oasis, right? I feel reasonably confident I've done Selma Oasis. This is what it told me was the... It hasn't dated anything. Okay, well. Apparently we're doing this. It's a bit strange. Sometimes when you do the update, it might not have recognized all of my save files. That can happen, but there's a greater good, which I now realize my chat window is in the middle of. Let's do something about that, shall we? Let's pop that over there. Yeah, we have a mini-map now. The mini-map is back. Chicken jalfrezi. Ooh, very nice. We've got a couple of people with some viruses in the house, so I made chicken noodle soup. Which is always welcome when there's illness afoot. Now just press restart. I don't know why I pressed that. I meant to press options. I definitely feel like I've done Selma Oasis before. So let's have a look. I think there are new options in the options. Which I have not yet set. Storage and granaries are set to different. That's good. Uncapped zoom. I don't think I need uncapped zoom if I have the map. Oh, I like the idea of treating yourself to a nice hotel. That's fantastic stuff. That's a really good idea. I'm sure everyone will be fine. That there was some LARPing over the weekend, which I did not partake in, but of course, whenever you mix in a crowd, you never know quite what it is you're going to what viruses and immune systems you're going to be mixing with. I think that's fine. Now, there have been a few things in this patch. I seem to remember in this, I've got wood cutting, haven't I? I've definitely done this mission before, but that's okay, because I remember I had my wood cutting all the way down here. Hold on just a moment. I'm going to try and solve a quick mystery. I will be back in as few minutes as I can physically manage. One moment. Okay, and we're back. The mystery of why my games, my saved games weren't correct has been solved, and it's because the current version of the game, which has been patched within the last week, I think, uses the same save file location as the original version of the game, but not the same as the most recent version of the game that I was using, hence why my saves are all out of date. Hello, Kalinikos. I hope you're well. And I also hope that I've successfully read the Greek alphabet there. It's been a while since I've had to do that. I hope you're doing very, very well. Right, let's see if this is a little more accurate. I copied the save files over from my most recent games, so worst case scenario, we'll have to do Cinema Racers again, but we nailed it last time, gang. We absolutely nailed it, so I don't feel bad about trying it a second time. Yes, there's a bit of LARP crud in the house. This does happen, but I made what my housemate described as Jewish penicillin, chicken noodle soup, and it seems to be doing the job. The trick to making a real penicillin noodle soup is not to be too shy about the addition of white pepper. That's my cooking tip. White pepper in chicken soup is I'm fairly sure 90% responsible for the broth's curative properties. Right, okay. I will say this, the patched version of the game is considerably more stable. I have started it up 4 times since installing the patch and has not once crashed on me during startup, which I love for me. Okay, yeah, okay, great. Here we go. So, oh no. Our first proper pyramid. I really hope you can't hear the sound of the pipes in the background. I'm sorry if you can. I'm reasonably confident the boiler shouldn't be trying to heat our water to over 100 degrees Celsius. But that does seem to be what it's trying. So what are we doing here? Grain. Oh no. Oh, that's terrible. Okay, that means farming, which I don't like. We have to confine the cursor so we don't start sliding around the place. Right, okay. So let me just make sure my options are all set correctly because they were not before. Yes. Off-road tower. I don't want unconfined zoom because I feel like that's a mistake. I feel like I would... Now, one of the things they've done in this particular patch is they've reduced the number of times the... Oh, God, look at these gods. That's so many gods. That's so many gods. It's 4. It's like an ancient Egypt starter pack of gods. One of the things they've changed is how often the gods intervene. So I've got grain and barley. Oh no. No floodplain. Okay, oh, there's a floodplain here though. Hard to get to. Okay, what are my raw materials? Limestone. Oh no, do I have to do military stuff? I don't want to do military stuff really. Okay. Jeweler, that's interesting. What am I... Hello, Armos Patar. Hope you're well. I'm gonna have to import reeds to sell papyrus, but that's actually pretty profitable. Like I'm paying 31, that's fine. Flax and linen, slightly less profitable, but fine. I can import that, I can export that, that's okay. I'm in North Dahshur, so I'm all the way up here. Land trade route, incense. I didn't know about that. I've never heard of that before. In real life, I've heard of it. I mean, they'll buy my grain. Get out, buying my grain. Okay, fine. So, the first thing we need to do is probably think pretty far in advance about where to put a pyramid. Oh God. Okay. Can I rotate the pyramid? No, I cannot. Okay. I think, well, I don't think, oh God, I can just sort of squeeze it in there. If I put it there, it'll get in the way of all this gubbins. I honestly think I might... Well, that's terrible. But I didn't really have much of an alternative. Let's place some road. Okay, right, pyramid sorted. That's it, that's the pyramid built. That's actually what the pyramids look like in real life. Don't let the CGI corruption of Wikipedia tell you otherwise. I have a population requirement for this, presumably. 3,000. Right, okay. We're just skipping straight to building an actual pyramid for him then, not several incorrectly built pyramids. Poor Snuffroom. Okay, so 3,000 people. Neighborhood here, neighborhood here. Neighborhood here, I guess? It's not so bad, is it? Okay, let's talk about building a bridge. Oh, I can put a bridge in there. If I put a neighborhood up here, then a bridge there is pretty good. I really don't want to do... I don't want to do floodplain farming because I really detest I don't want to do meadow farming. I detest meadow farming. Floodplain farming we like. There's loads of space for floodplain farming. This is fine. We can put all of our grain down here, and we can do some barley here when we need to. Right, okay, let's get a neighborhood planned. Let's do this. How do I do this? It's been so long. Oh yeah. No, 18's fine. We don't want to go mad. Pop those there. Oops. One there. Okay. So, this looks reasonably straightforward. Okay, if you insist. I don't know why you do that. Yeah? Sorted? Okay. We actually put our granary in over here, can't we? Because that way... Actually, in this game, the granary walkers don't seem to have a range. In original Pharaoh, you had to be really conscientious about where you put your granaries. It doesn't seem to be the case here, so... Consequently, I won't worry about it. Let's get firehouse and architect's post down. Likewise here. Oh, I've got to build so many temples. Who's my patron? Where's my temple overseer? They've reordered. Oh, they've reordered them. That's very annoying. I know you're apathetic to almost all of the gods. Ptah is my patron, so we'll put in a temple to Ptah actually in the neighborhood. And then what I'm inclined to do... Can I put my festival square here? Is that silly? No, that's fine. And then we'll have temples... I normally like to have my temple complex where my festival square is, but I think we're going to have to compromise our values a little bit on that one. Just for the sake of being sensible. Tar, one for Ra and one for Seth. Come on. I don't think temples can burn down. Cannot burn, no. Okay. Architect it is, fine. We need a bazaar. Pop you as reasonably close to the granary as possible. Put a physician down. Should we just build? Should we just put a little palace there? Good. Okay, we need some coppos. There are some coppers. We're going to need a dentist at some point, because the game is going to nag me if I don't put a dentist down. Okay. That'll do. Let's get some overseers sorted. Where's my overseer of the workers? Right. This is jointly one with that. Stock and distribution is 2, and so is administration. Well, administration is down here. Alphabetically, that doesn't even make sense. Entertainment and religion are here. And everything else, we'll see what happens. Oh, I didn't actually build any farms. Whoops. Whoopsie. Probably people want to eat. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I have a psychology degree. Technically, I'm more of a scientist than I am an Egyptologist. 1, 2, 3. That's not good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, come on, 10. Okay. 10 grain fields should be really plenty. Assuming we keep Osiris happy. We'll just... Oh, God. What a mess of a road. It's okay, we'll figure that out later. There we go. And we'll get some work camps down. Sorry, internship programs. Where are my internship programs? They're here. A couple of those. There we go. Okay. Right, come on, everyone. Oh, I love the minimap. The minimap's back. Yay! It's genuinely just very touching that they listened to our prayers and gave us back our minimap. Yeah, get farming. Is my granary is accepting the grain that I have. It's fine. Oh, look, loads of farming. I mean, 10 fields is plenty. Oh, one tragedy has occurred. So if you're a devotee of this stream, then you will remember my delight when I first started that the porters carrying the produce of farms away from the floodplains, like these guys here, don't die when the flood came in, which they do in original Pharaoh, but now they die when the floods come in. Apparently, they were always meant to, but it was a bug that they didn't. And sadly for the cart drivers, it is a bug that the developers have fixed. It's pretty tragic. So that should be there. What's happening here? I don't understand why no water's being delivered. Supply of food. Is my bazaar not giving food out? For God's sake. Okay, go. Start distributing food. That's the whole thing. That's your whole thing right now. Okay, so the thing I know programming is hard because I don't know how to do it, and I only know how to do easy things. But the problem is that this game is 24 years old, and I don't know how long they've been doing the project of doing the remaster, but it's not like people are desperate for this. I have to build a second granary now, don't I? It's not like this is a cutting edge game that needs to it needs to come out by a certain time. You know, it's just get work on it. Just the people aren't drowning when they're supposed to drown. My requirements aren't. I don't want them to drown. I was genuinely delighted when it turned out they didn't, but sadly we can't always have nice things. I didn't do any entertainment for the guys. Pharaoh wants me to deliver grain. Whoa. but my people eat grain. They put that in their faces. Oh, they're digging the pyramid site out already. I love that. Good for them. They're very I wish I could rotate it just so that the entryway was here. It seems like an enormous waste of time. City sentiment is falling. I don't know why. Oh, because unemployment's at 47%? Yeah, no, yeah. 178 unemployed. Yeah, okay, people won't like that. I get that, I understand that. Well, fortunately, what we can do is we can just build a glut of internship programs, and then pretend our employment's really high, even though actually these interns have nothing to do. I think I've basically just invented capitalism. Is that any better? That's considerably better. Well, I guess then I've got no excuse not to start thinking about getting pottery in, getting clay in. They sell pot. They also sell clay. I don't want a water trade route if I can avoid it, because I don't like docks. Ah, look. Oh. By any chance, do you sell? No. I don't like that they sell me copper. Looks like it's water trade, gang. Oh, they do really sort of... Okay, it should pay for itself, though, in fairness. Right, water trade. I need to make sure I've got a water crossing first before I do anything weird, so let's pop those in there. Right, okay, water trade. Build a couple of docks. We are trading... I assume I can make pottery, right? I can make my own pottery. Okay. So you can trade in clay. And you can trade in beer, because they do buy beer. So... ish. I feel like I'm slow. I mean, I can build another neighborhood here, to be honest. Okay, so we don't need that there. What can they do? They can both burn. They can burn? I guess they can, yeah. That's fine. We'll put those there and get some clay. Oh, I'm really sorry, but you're gone. Don't accept anything in the storage yard. Why are you on accept all by default? I don't like that. Accept that and accept up to half of pottery. Let's make sure we're actually buying some clay. We'll just import as much as we can. 1,600 will fill up half a warehouse. Okay. And I need to make sure my options are... because I'd have... yeah, storage yard should accept none by default. Right, hopefully we'll get some ships coming in soon. Okay, good, fine. Right, so I'm going to pause because I realise I don't know how happy my gods are. Why don't they like me? Why don't they like me? I don't want to sound insecure, but like, gang, come on. Are the gods just harder to please now? That's okay. Got some shrines along here. They'll like that. Gods love pyramids. Ooh, crikes. I forgot I was supposed to send, no, not you. They've changed where everything is. What am I looking for? There, have some grain. Pharaohs love grain. Okay, congenial. Those the shrines really made that much of a difference. Okay, they want to give me some stone. We can do that. I can't remember how much they wanted to give me. That was odd, wasn't it? That just said accept all on everything. I don't really know why, because I'm fairly confident everyone just watched me. Everyone just watched me check that, didn't they? Oh, but I bet I didn't press confirm. Okay. Yes, Praxis, I was telling everyone about the penicillin that was necessary in the house. We should throw a festival. And I feel like it really does need to be... I always like to throw it for the patron god first. Oh, I didn't... Oh, I see. There we go. Now, we're running out of cash. So, our only feasible export at the moment is beer. Actually, that was pretty good. No. Don't be this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll do for now. I don't have any potters yet, so... Let's crack on with that. Two potters for now, I think. I'm not feeling like we need more. Let's demolish those and pop a road in here, and we'll start doing barley, except all, because I think we are going to be farming quite a lot of barley. In fact, I want to be selling quite a lot of beer, so we're going to have a dedicated beer storage yard, and I'm going to want lots of breweries. There's no point going completely mad yet, but I think 6 to start with is pretty good. We've got plenty of workers in our... Yep. Okay, fine. There we go. We'll have some barley. He filled it up with clay. It was already pretty full of clay, actually. Let's do a festival for... I guess it's got to be Osiris next, hasn't it? Realistically. We do depend upon his goodwill. No entertainment. I did know that. I did know that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a... Great. It's fine. I'm going to build a pavilion. Yeah, that's correct. I don't even know what that was. Out of money. Oh, I know about that. I know about that. That's fine. And we'll put a personal mansion in. Sorry, it's a family mansion now. Oh, it's slightly fancier. Okay. If I go to my political overseer, I do have some savings. I might give that to the city. To give our economy a bit of a head start. What are you doing? You are buying beer and Libyan army is approaching. Crikey. Okay, well, Libya, that's got to be by land, hasn't it? Because it's Libya. And now this is interesting because there are towers now. And I find that interesting. Because the military game is not great. Oh god, I'm gonna be on archers, aren't I? Okay. Let's put down a couple of archers. No, I'll put. Oh god, I really am out of cash. Okay. Okay, fine. We are selling some beer, hopefully. Oh, I didn't actually tell my advisors to sell any beer, so we won't be selling any beer. I really want to keep 800 of my beer. I can export barley, but that does seem a little off. I can export limestone for nothing. I can import gems to sell jewelry, but why? I'd be paying 120 to make 150. That seems a little odd. I can't import weapons, which annoys me a little. Let's have a look. You'll let me buy copper. I can't afford to buy copper. I can't afford to buy copper until my breweries are just that little bit more. Wow, they really want to give me plain stone. I mean, I'm fine with that. I need it. There is plain stone. I need it. But not quite yet. Too much plain stone. That's okay. Now, the reason there's no entertainment is because I have not built any means for my people to entertain themselves, such as, for example, this juggler school. As soon as that juggler makes it all the way down there, we should start seeing, there we go, some nice housing improvement. I know I'm in debt, but I'm hoping I now have enough beer. Yes, look, some beer's going. I think the transaction will happen when it arrives at the docks. Yes, there we go. Got loads of money for that. Perfect. A Bedouin army is approaching. We're attacking. Yeesh. Okay. I think we have to appeal to Seth with a quick festival. Because as you can see, I want to know what a tower does. Because I have to build a wall like this. And then I have to build a tower. A tower can be upgraded? What? I'm going to upgrade the tower. Okay. The Bedouin army is going to annihilate me. Yeah, minus 5,000 debt is when you lose instantly. Which, to be fair, is a perfectly fine mechanic because when you had minus 5,000 debt in the original Pharaoh, you couldn't do anything anymore. Unless by some miracle your economy started. Okay, here we go. Oh God. Let's just put me out of my misery. A defeat. Look at that. They stole what little money I have, and some of my buildings were destroyed. Okay, well let's see what we have to replace. Oh, good God. They destroyed my palace and my mansion. And what's that? A tax collector's office. Well, that's reasonable. Okay, well, I'm not replacing those just yet because I don't have the money to. I might have to expand my barley production. Thanks, Seth. Yeah, I think we need to spend some of this money we don't quite have. On barley production. I feel like I want 8 farms. Then I feel like I want 10. That's 9. That's faintly annoying. Shouldn't have demolished that. I should have. Oh, come on. Okay. Right, 10 barley farms. What are you complaining about? Yeah, I know, but I can't afford to build a palace just yet. Hopefully, well, fortunately, my bazaar isn't going to buy any more beer because it's not distributing any yet. So, any beer I now make, I know that the Libyan army will be here in 1 month. I don't think we're going to win against them either. Ooh, okay, okay. Thank you, Seth. That helps. Oh, that might actually help. We did victories. Okay, good for us. Fire in the city, probably because I've done something silly like, oh, say it with me now, everyone. Warehouses can burn now. Okay. There is it. Is everyone happy now? I'm probably going to lose that one too. Get on with it. Is there anyone else I can sell beer to? Because I feel like that's the crux of my economy at the moment. You don't buy, but you buy pottery. That's interesting. You buy beer. Okay. We're officially out of barley. But not for long. Okay, where's my political overseas? Oh, these things all look the same to me. Okay. Yes. Okay, well. If I were playing this game privately, I'd have reloaded to a point before that fire broke out, but I feel it would be dishonest to do so now. Let's put that to there in the possibly vain hope that I'll be getting more plain stone at some point. Is the video stream disrupted? It shouldn't be. If there's a problem, feel free to describe it, and I'll see what I can do to fix it. Good. Hopefully they'll send me some more stone. I'm still getting lots of God notifications. Haven't had a festival to Ra yet, so let's amend that. Am I in a position to start affording weapons? Ugh. Now let's accept some copper, but not much. I'm not going to buy lots of copper. It's really expensive. Import to maintain 400, I guess. That's enough to keep my weaponsmiths stocked. Well, hopefully things have stabilized for you soon. Ah, my chat window's just not in as elegant a place as it used to be, is it? It gets in the way of the mini-map, you see, and we love the mini-map. Maybe I'll put it over here. You'll see slightly more of the city, or at least it'll feel more coherent. I've got some barley farmers actually. I know the answer to this. If I can do it in time. If I build here, they should be able to use. Wow. I was about to say they should be able to use the breweries, but no, he's just gone. Okay, but we are at last somewhat profitable. My weaponsmiths are on their way. I don't actually have an infantry fort because I couldn't afford to build one. Put a couple of those down. Yeah, I'm in decks of all the copper. Copper's so expensive. Oh, what now? Fire in the city. Oh, well, yeah, okay. I'll take that. I'll take that. Not that I have any choice. Let's replace the juggler school. Make sure everyone stays entertained. Wow, okay. I'm not going to buy any more copper. That was ridiculous. How much that cost me. There's a limit, you see, on how much people will buy. How much another city will buy. So although I'm making hectons of beer, it can only go to so many places. I really need to get my palace. Should I put my mansion first? That seems egotistical. Let's put the palace back. And the tax collector. Okay, so I am at capacity on barley and beer at the moment. And just no one needs it. He doesn't buy it. I could sell pottery, you know, because if I build a couple more potters to keep up with demand. Okay. So you are my clay thingy, are you? Then you can also be my clay and pottery dock. That feels expensive. He buys pottery, so let's stick with that for now. Ba, 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 ba. Huh? Sure, someone buys pottery. You buy pottery. I haven't actually opened a trade route with Selma Oasis. That's insane. Well, that explains why I'm not selling any beer, doesn't it? It's still not doing it. Yes? Did that do it? It still didn't do it. Oh, it did. It did? I feel like it did. It didn't. What else? What else happened there? Oh god, I'm about to be in a lot of trouble. But minus 4,200. Right, let's stop importing clay. Yeah, there we go. Defeated. I'm not sure what happened there. I think there was a bug because you saw I tried to open a trade route. Let's go back. I tried to open a trade route several times and it just didn't want to happen, did it? Let's go back a year and see what the crack is about that. I know what Pharaoh has brought. Okay. So. But it's not showing the route. It's just not happening. The Abu route is happening. I'm not quite sure why. Anyway, same principle as before. We'll shift some pottery. To be honest, I sort of want to keep quite a bit of pottery because it's pretty essential to the running of the city. I cannot solve this land trade route problem. But it is just not happening, is it? Well, no problem. I'll learn my lesson about the copper as well. Ah, wait, we can prevent a fire from breaking out at the juggler school. Bit of time travel there. Oh, I haven't expanded my beer brewing enterprise. Yeah, I know all about that. See, I'm selling pottery now. What do I actually make for selling pottery? Since I'm buying the clay. Okay, I buy for 38, I sell for 105, that's fine. Although I'm only selling half of what I make, so it's actually not that profitable to do. Really. Huh, Oh, my Cellar Oasis route has just opened. I don't know why. But that will improve things. Are you from Cellar Oasis? Okay. You're not telling me. We'll soon find out. No, you're not. Okay. You might be from Cellar Oasis. Here you come. Yes, that's cash. Okay, good. Can I please have my palace back? Not to sound really spoiled, but, you know, can I please have my palace back? Okay, it's a slightly nicer neighbourhood now. I really don't think selling pottery is the way forward, you know. But, you know. Right, now I have a bit of cash behind me. Am I going to tentativity, or whatever that word is supposed to be in English? Copper. Copper's expensive. But let's buy some copper. If I import to maintain 200, the shock on my economy will be slightly less. In fact, I think I'm going to also set this to be my wood storage yard, because I'm going to need wood for this gubbins as well. Should I build a stone mason here? Imagine if ancient Egypt had a voting system, it wouldn't work very well. Well, modern Egypt votes, I assume. I mean, no voting system controversially, no voting system works very well when there's an inequality of financial power. So no. Oh look, my tower's up and running. Any vote is compromised. Oh no, upgrade the tower again. Don't really know what it does, so I don't feel like I really care all that much, but let's put down a couple of forts and see. Although, because of course the first recorded labour strike in history was in ancient Egypt, that is direct democracy. Oh, good. Okay, they distribute the copper as I want it distributed, so that's pretty good. What are you waiting for? Okay. Let's do some burial provisions. Let's just do that all right away. I'll need some papyrus at some point, but that's okay. Selling lots of beer, making lots of cash, and we love making cash. How's this doing? No one unemployed. Oh, because I need additional workers. Okay. There's hardly any entertainment to be found. Well, that's, you know. I'll pop a conservatory down somewhere, I don't know. Here? That's a very strange place to put it. Oh, Tar's not happy now. Okay. My response to Tar not being happy is to demolish his temple. It's not really my response to that. We'll find out what he wants. I'll put a conservatory down first, however. Now, what do you want? What's wrong? Ptah is apathetic. You know, he doesn't have a temple complex yet, and I do understand how that might be frustrating for him. So let's do that. I doubt that they can burn down, but I've been singed by my presumptions before. And let's decorate it with lots of shrines. Should we put shrines to the other gods down? Let's put shrines to the other gods down. I think that might be classy. There, have some barley. I make plenty. Oh, boom, here we go. Houses. Is it because they're after limestone? I think they're after limestone here. Oh, I mine limestone, don't I? I'm supposed to be mining limestone anyway. I mine limestone all the way over here. Can I get a road around it? Of course I can get a road around here. There's a sand dune in the way, that famously immovable artifact. And of course I can't build a bridge over a sand dune because that would be ridiculous. Christ. Okay. I guess we're just doing this then. Can I export limestone? I feel like I saw a thing. I can. Okay. Let's export some limestone then. Limestone quarry. Really, honestly, how many of these do I need? I'm gonna build 8. That's far more than is at all necessary. Roadblock, they can't burn, but they can collapse. And I'll tell you what else can burn. Warehouses. There. Go for it. Get me some limestone. I don't know who buys limestone. I hope it's someone... Who does buy limestone? Maydoom? Ooh, buy water. That's going to take them ages. I need a dock for it, really. Ah, it's terrible. It's going to take them so long to get anything done. I don't care, though. Well, this is a limestone dock now. I don't know why. And how much limestone did I say I'd trade? 16. How much will they buy? They'll buy 40? We'll see if I hit that limit. You want a courthouse now, don't you? Okay, great. No shocks to my economy. Finally got some limestone going. They're making limestone faster than I can stock it up, but that's okay because I really don't think I need to build a second warehouse just for limestone. I might build a second tower, just... I want to know if they have a marked effect. On the one hand, yeah, I don't know what they do. There we go. A composite bow? I don't even know where to get composite bows from. Oh, there we go. Okay, here we go. My pyramid is coming along. I'm selling some limestone, although for very little, I assume. 31st, nothing. Each block of limestone doesn't even pay for a pallet of clay. But it makes a dent, I guess. Is that really... Are they only take one each? There's nothing I can do about that. I can't really speed that up. Are the gods happy now? Okay, good. Do you know what? I've got plenty of beer. Ptah, you've been good to me. Let's go. Okay, 4. They carry 4 each. Well, that does make a lot more sense. Is it time to expand my bar? Ooh, good. An army's coming. That's fantastic. Got to test my tower. Cool. Ooh. I hear a rumor that the developers are planning on reforming how the military game is actually done. I've got 2 towers. It just says I've got 2. It doesn't really say what they do. It's going to be a wipe. Yeah. Okay, let's make sure I've got a little bit more copper now that I'm economically tastier and might need to renew some troops. The problem is that during that intense period, you end up going through a lot. Well, I could build a few more stonemasons guilds. I'm assuming it wants me to import plain stone, yeah. Okay. Let's make sure I have 16 plain stone at all times. Keep things going around here. And that's it. That's the whole mission now. Just waiting for the... I've got to build a couple more neighborhoods. Put one in here. Maybe one here. Maybe one on this island. We were talking about expanding my barley operation. Sounds like a conspiracy theorist. Okie dokie. Okay. It's not 1, 2, 3. Can't do anything there. 4, 5, 6. Oh, you joking? It's just not wide enough. Okay, I guess that's all we're doing here. That might be enough to tip the scales to make sure we never have an empty... Because what's happening here is I've got plenty of beer, but I've got an empty industry. And I'll deliver straight to the breweries. That leaves a warehouse worth spare. So I would need a second warehouse. What we'll do with that, I think, is we'll make it a 50-50 beer barley warehouse. Actually, I won't do that. Because the beer can wait. If I overproduce beer, they can just sit there and wait. If I overproduce barley, I end up with drowned farmers, which, you know, doesn't feel great. Pop my chat window over there, maybe? It's a little better. Okay, good. Bit of a backup at the limestone thing, but that was always going to be a problem. Ooh, good. I need a carpenter's guild at some point. I don't think I can buy wood from anywhere else, unless Selim Oasis should sell me wood, shouldn't it, really? Because when I was at Selim Oasis, I produced it in considerable quantity, yeah. I don't need that much, really. Let's import 400 of it. I mean, I'll pop a couple of carpenters guilds down to justify that slight extravagance. Employees needed. Yes, it is time to start a new neighborhood, I think. So pop them in there like that. Make sure they've got a water supply and firehouse. Police. Yeah, I know. That will soon be a solved problem. Don't worry. Get a physician down. Get a tax collector down. Very important. Get a bazaar down. Which I make sure can actually buy the provisions required. You'll want a temple of some kind. And it's really got to be a temple to Ptah, to be fair to Ptah. You'll want a magistrate's courthouse at some point. Have I forgotten something? Why have I put down 2 of those? I think I meant to put a police down and didn't. Put a police down. We've got a dentist, got a physician. Oh, entertainment. Oops. Don't think we need to go outrageous with this. We'll put down a bandstand. There we go. Ooh, let's put some gardens down. Okay, got plenty of limestone. The first course of our pyramid is about to be completed. It's actually quite funny. What? Straw? It's never even occurred to me. Okay. Are scripted videos ever coming back? Yes, of course scripted videos are coming back. I had a bit of a busy time at the moment with some other projects, but I assure you I've been continuing to write scripts and record videos. The audio for videos, I mean, I don't sit in front of a camera, obviously. But yes, don't worry. I haven't forgotten to make videos about ancient Egypt. I've got a few in the works. I'm not sure even which one will come out next. I did think it would be 9 Misconceptions about Ancient Egyptian Religion, but I'm now not sure if that will come out before my 18th Dynasty tier list, Pharaoh tier list video. Don't know, maybe. Thank you, Michael. I hope you have a wonderful day. Enjoy your afternoon off and enjoy your excellent hotel stay. That sounds really, really fun. You love my scripture stuff. You're very, very kind to say so. Yeah, honestly, the problem with it is it's just finding the time to make sure I can do it justice. I've been trying to develop my skills in doing things like editing and animation and stuff like that. The upside of which is I feel better about the quality of the videos. The downside is obviously they take a little bit more time to get to where I want them to be, and it's just me. So it's not just me working on the videos. Praxis Descends does an amount of art for them, but the actual making of the videos is just me. So that is not always ideal if I've got something else on. But no, this channel is very much a true love for me, so I shan't forget it in a hurry. Because of this, what ends up happening is I record the audio for my episodes and I edit them in a sort of a podcast style for my Patreon subscribers and YouTube members. So if you're desperate to hear some ancient Egypt stuff, then that's available for every patron at every tier and all my YouTube members. I don't have any YouTube members yet, but if you became the first one, then you'd get to find out, I suppose. But don't worry, I never keep anything behind a paywall for long. I just like to keep my financial supporters happy because obviously they are very generously shelling out to throw money at me, which is ridiculously generous of them, and they should occasionally get weird little podcasts. But all my weird little podcasts will be videos eventually. I have taken a step back from doing the shorter scripted videos. I haven't given up on doing them, but I will be doing less of them because it's sort of the workflow is easier to make longer videos. Well, easy is actually the wrong word for it. The workflow is more rewarding. I don't think easier was necessarily correct. I can tell you that doing a shorter video every week was it led to a certain degree of burnout because you can't get into anything too deeply. You've only got sort of 5 or 6 minute time slot. It's really, I found out this cool thing about ancient Egypt and I thought you might like it. Whereas, with longer videos, I'm able to do stuff like, here's an opinion no one asked for, which I love. Okay, look, I'm running out of food. So the time has finally come, I think. Okay, I think my barley operation is fine. Look, I filled fully 2 warehouses. Landlords and grocery stores do not accept Egyptian trivia as payment. And my friend, if they did, I would be rich indeed. Sadly, only a very select few people accept Egyptian trivia as having any value to them. But to be honest, that's fine by me. I've got to be sensible about it. But my biggest commitment to you all is that, look, there might be some things I do as exclusive perks for paying members, but that will be if I live stream other games or stuff like that. Actual main channel content, I'm obviously not going to lock behind a paywall because that's not the point of the channel. I want the channel to earn me an income, but it does that through, ad revenue and so on. So everyone who watches my videos without ad blocking, which is not something I personally condemn you for, but nevertheless, you have my thanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to start, I think. Put that in there like that. Put that down there like that. Put you up here. This is very messy. I don't necessarily like it, but that is what's going to happen. You know what? It's true. The pyramids are very hard to knock over. There is, in fact, an Egyptian proverb: men fear time, time fears the pyramids. I would only amend that as men fear time, time fears the pyramids fear the Hoover Dam. That's only because of a recent bit of... Why do I have a little house there? What the... devil? I don't quite know how to explain that. A little bit of trivia I learned recently that it's reckoned by most engineers that if humanity stopped existing today and all of our infrastructure began to crumble, the Hoover Dam would probably be one of the last remaining signs that we were here. Just because of how well constructed it is. Not that I'm particularly passionate about the Hoover Dam. This isn't armchair Hoover Damology. Right. Let's have a look at the gods. How we feel. Okay. So, Ra, Seth, and Osiris. I want to have a festival for Osiris, actually. Ra, Seth, and Osiris are feeling displeased. So, I think what we're going to do about that. Osiris, Ra, and Seth. And I think we're just going to extend our little temple area here to pay proper tribute to them. What's your problem? Why don't you have food? Oh, because no one has food, because I'm really just not farming enough. I've got 18 grain farms. Could make things a little more efficient if I put a work camp down here, couldn't I? Why did I do that? That was strange placement. Can you collapse? No, but you can burn. He's immediately off to do something on the other side of the map, which I find personally very deeply offensive. I can't import any food. It's got a new thing on the minimap where it shows... Oh, I can put the grid on. It's got a new thing on the minimap where it shows you all the food available, and that's food available through both trade and farming. As you can see, there's no other food. I can import grain. That feels unnecessary. I do farm plenty of grain. It diminishes pretty quickly, and I am wondering if... Oh. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to win this. Oh, look, I won. Better inundation. Better inundation next time. Cheese bags. I said cheese bags, and I know that somewhere Praxis Descends just laughed her head off. If I build a third granary... That feels a little strange. See, we're filling up these farms faster, which is what I want. It doesn't. Can I get a grain farm in there? Well. I mean, that's horrible, isn't it? They want 2,200 grains. Well, yes, we'd all love 2,200 grain, wouldn't we? But I could stockpile grain. What's going to happen is my city will starve to death because I'll forget. So here's what happens, gang. I'm going to stockpile grain, and I'm going to forget that I've done it. And then, yeah, there'll be a huge problem. What I could do is, instead of putting a granary there, I could put a storage yard there and make it accept grain, and then Why can't I? It's not actually letting... It says available for import or export, though it is not in fact letting me do such a thing. They sell grain. Oh, it's because I'm stockpiling it? Yeah. Oh, I see. It disabled the interface because it didn't want me to try to export something I'm stockpiling. That's fine. Grain is coming in by water. That's pretty offensive. You can build another dock for grain. Treat myself. You're my grain dock. The only thing you do is buy and sell grain. Okay, so get on with it. See, I'm still producing more grain than I reasonably need. So I should be able to send some grain and stop stockpiling it, because that will, once again, I will remind you, result in the mass starvation of my people. And we are not Stalin. Ooh, controversial. It's okay, none of you are cringy online communists. Right, stop stockpiling it. Okay, fine, good, great. So I could mine here. I could mine the limestone here instead. Oh, that would make things so much faster. Well, you know what? Too late now. It's not too late. I could easily do it. Oh, God. It's so annoying, though. You want to give me 2,400 copper? Get out. What am I going to do with 2,400 copper? There, fine. You can give me 2,400 copper. I'll eventually use... Actually, can I export copper? Pretty funny. If I could. No, I can't. I can. Okay. I am going to export when over 400 copper. Just, let's do it. Let's sell some copper. Okay, I am going to go ahead with this limestone plan. I'm going to move all of our limestone operations here. Because I am actually selling most of it. So, architect's post here, firehouse here. Then we're going to build a storage yard. Which is going to be our limestone storage yard. And then we're going to come over here. I don't even know why I did this. We're going to come over here and we're going to empty the limestone storage yard. And then we're going to... foment joblessness. Good. I'm going to sell most of that copper somewhere else. My grain supply really is quite swingy, isn't it? But that's it. That's all the farming I can do. Unless I do floodplain farming, which meadow farming, which I think we've all agreed is just cringe. I could, though. I could do it so easily. No. No. No, we're not going that far. How are the gods? Good. Haven't had a Ra festival for some time. Grain dispatched. Look, they're saved by an incomplete flood. Good for them. I feel like I should be importing more plain stone. Let's up that to 32. Because that's going to be the biggest barrier, really. I'm disappointed that I haven't unlocked any more trade routes. What does Biblos do for me? Nothing much. They buy useless resources I'm not interested in. And they sell me something I can get elsewhere. Okay, sorry. I've got all this straw. And I don't really have much I can do with it. Is anywhere buying straw? Selling straw? No, nowhere buys straw. I bet somewhere's buying bricks, but... And selling bricks is more profitable than selling pottery. But I'm not interested. I'm plenty profitable. Where do I get plain stone from? Maydoom. By water. Do I actually have a plain stone dock? Oh, I didn't. I didn't have a plain stone dock. There we go. Now the machinery of commerce is turning. I don't know if that metaphor really worked, but that's good. Okay, let's focus on my ratings overseer, indicated by this ridiculous thing here. More dancers. Too few dancers in the city. Well, we could actually do that. Because I don't actually have any dance schools, but let's... There we go. That should help tick things up a little. Look at them go. Little guys. All going. There we go. Okay. Great. That's done it. Okay. Prosperity's fine. Yeah, we're doing that. Kingdom rating's fine, I guess. A festival to Ra would be really helpful. You've both complained about the exact opposite problem. Unemployment's at 12%. That's hardly a crisis. In 2 years, the Libyan army is approaching. Oh, I'll try to be ready. Well, hopefully now... Why were you going over there with the limestone? Was that weird? What do you trade then? Grain and plain stone. That's insane. You should trade grain. Yep. And plain stone. And you, sir, should be trading limestone. And plain stone, because I really do want plain stone coming in. There we go. Excellent. And the second course is complete. Feel like I would like another stonemasons guild. I feel like 3 is an ill-omened number of stonemasons. And if I have unemployment, let's build another work camp. Right, okay, good. It's harvest time. We still had some wheat. I think it's because we were buying it. But our city is ridiculously profitable, so I think we're okay. Can't shift this beer to anyone. What? Where are you going with that? Oh, you're going to the monument. Yeah, no, go to the monument. Monument needs you. Where are you going? Okay, good. I'm just criticizing everyone. They are actually doing their jobs correctly. Right, we need another neighborhood. My ultimate defiance would be placing it here. That would be my eternal vow never ever to farm on the meadow. And to be honest, I think I'm okay without farming on the meadow. So my ultimate defiance... is about to be vindicated. That's... oh no. That's fine. I'll put the housing here. I can build some lovely gardens. We'll build another temple to Ptah, since he is again the patron. Architect, firehouse, cop, dentist. That's not a dentist. Another little subtle thing that long-time fans of Pharaoh will notice this patch has introduced is the little clicking sound when you click on things. That was absent originally, and I found that sad. Didn't build any papyrus industry in the end. Did not prove necessary. Pop a bazaar down there. Make sure it can buy everything my people might require. You'll want to be taxed, of course. You'll want a courthouse eventually. Entertainment. Always forget. Entertainment. We want a pavilion if we can. Yes, we can. I think that's it on the necessaries, so let's go. Oh, haha, no. They do not have a source of fresh water. Now they do. Let's make the neighbourhood slightly nicer to look at. Yeah. I know the army's coming eventually, but it's not exactly pertinent to me. Right, that's our population at 3,000. Pretty easily hit. Giving them something to do shouldn't be a problem because, again, I've got the work camp thing. If I extend that, I can build a couple more work camps. Like that. That should keep people amused. Ooh, they're finally here. Good for them. It's so swingy, isn't it? The way that the grain is always filling and emptying. Okay, fine. And that should they're about to get fed. In theory. Gosh, you're already out. Well, I've already told you I'm not doing meadow farming, so, you know. This is the world we live in now. Let's keep Osiris happy, see if we can get double harvest or something. Osiris, Ra, and Seth. Oh, there is no worker shortage. Literally the exact opposite problem. I don't know. Let's put a temple to Ra here. Okay. Let's put a temple to Osiris. That's slightly odd, but why not? And a temple to Seth. Let's put a temple to Seth here. I'll only ever admit that's slightly odd. Dull? You're dull. I'm doing a festival. It's not dull. That's badass. How are things going over here? Okay. Slowed down a bit by infrastructure, but I don't think there's anything very avoidable about that. We're buying all the stone we can. In fact, I have a feeling we have bought... Okay. We've only bought 60 out of 40 stone that we can buy. The temptation is to put a stone thingy here. That's always going to annoy me. Let's empty that out. You're gone. Can we do a festival for Ra, please? I want the rest of the kingdom to think well of me. Good. My attackers are less numerous. And I've denumerated them even further. Can I shrink the map? Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Yeah, I might be playing a bit fast and loose with the word interesting. Did you just say another city is under threat? Oh, well, we can't have that, can we? We'll send the falcons and the crocodiles to defend Baharia Oasis. I'm inclined to send the whole pack of them. Let's send the whole pack. I'll leave a legion of archers, a legion of archers here. For shits and grins. Okay. I haven't been importing copper because of the aforementioned I'm not importing copper thing. But let's start importing copper again. So that our weaponsmiths have something to do. Do I think it's... Ooh, selling exports. Well, money's not really a thing I'm short of at present. Good, more stone, please. I'm sure I could have designed this more efficiently. Wow. No room for all this barley. I guess I could think about turning some of my barley farms into wheat farms. Because I do run out of wheat. Like, I'm already running out of wheat. I might take these 4 here. What do I feel about the eShops for Wii U and 3DS shutting down? Oh, I'm afraid I don't have any feelings about that at all. I don't play the Wii U or the 3DS, so I'm not really up to date on the news about that. But my concern whenever that happens is, I guess, are they locking people off from content they've already bought? Because sometimes they do that, and that's very dodgy, and we don't like it. I accept your gift of plain stone. Thank you. So I think I'd get more plain stone if I put a storage yard in for it here. Because I feel like it would speed up the trading cycle. Oh, right. Okay. They really want to give me more plain stone, do they? Well... Okay. 24 limestone. They want more limestone from me. Do I not give these people enough? Well, they're about to get all the limestone they could possibly want. But, you know, literally. The battle for Bahari Oasis rages on. Oh, don't worry. I fully intend to enjoy a thorough victory. Should I send more troops just to... There, I've sent them all my most experienced troops. I have a skeleton defense, which I might reinforce with some towers, since apparently that's a thing you can do. There. We'll upgrade some towers as well with our plain stone. I assume the towers shoot some sort of primitive laser from a turret attached to the top. That's the only thing I can think of. See, having that there has sped things up. It means that the bottleneck is in my city and not the boats that are coming in. The Egyptian army was victorious. Of course the Egyptian army was victorious. Have you not heard? I sent my most badass troops. Their asses were very bad. Will I get Baharia Oasis as a trading partner now? Because I would love that. You can keep the games you already own, but buying new games is no longer possible. Well, that is something. Sometimes, you know, sometimes capitalists do a capitalism. I wish I could squeeze on more farms here. I find it pretty annoying that the farms have to have roads going to them. That's such an odd thing. An odd little puzzle to solve. There's wasted space here. There's no way to squeeze farms onto here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you just can't do it. You reckon the physical games will go for over 3 grand? Wow. Gouging. That is a thing. That is that is why pirating is a thing. I couldn't possibly endorse such a thing as that. But yes, I might neutrally observe that perhaps there are economic pressures that are contributory. Where are my stonemasons? Are you doing this without the stonemasons, or are the stonemasons just not visually loaded? Okay, fine. Stonemasons are doing fine. How are we looking on pyramid? Wow. That takes so long to make. Can't go faster than 5 times speed, though. A lone wandering priest. What do you mean by that? Am I not entertaining you, beasts? Jugglers stages 3. You want more juggler stages? Okay. There you go. There's one. Oh yeah, I have absolutely no moral quandaries whatsoever about uh you know, there are plenty of places around the world where a given game might be impossible to legally obtain, in which case illegally obtain it. Because honestly, not as many people as you might think actually require moral safeguarding, you know? Okay, they need my straw, that's fine. I'm on board for that. Can I build more stages somehow? Can the actual stages collapse? They can't collapse, but they can burn. That's weird. I don't know what to feel about that. Can I put a... That would feel very strange. But I'm gonna probably put a bandstand here? Why not? Why not, actually? Oh, you need two spells. That's fine. We'll move the architect's post there. There you go, enjoy that. Yes, good. 2 months till attack time. My entire army is here, and all these towers, whatever the hell they do. I don't actually know what they do. Can I find out what they do? Towers add a little offense to my defensive walls. The walls don't do anything. It says walls don't need... Hold on. Walls don't need road access and are undesirable. In Pharaoh, walls are purely decorative. And as I said, they add a little offense to my defensive walls. They're manned by guards to hurl arrows on any enemy brave enough to come within range, but again, no one comes in range. It just doesn't say what they actually do. I don't know. It doesn't say. I'm not convinced by that. I'm not convinced that this game has been necessarily fully released. I just don't feel like it's ready for the wider world. I mean, this is it. I've fulfilled every condition except for this blasted pyramid. And I never did get Baharia Oasis as a trading partner. I can't import stone any faster. So that's it. This so far has been 144 blocks of plain stone. I need another 624. This is very painful because my only source of it sells 40 a year. Oh my goodness. It's going to take decades. Decades. It's going to take so long. We're about 1200 years before the Amana period here, you know, like I'll catch up with the Amana period if this pyramid takes too long. That's actually something I've never encountered in Pharaoh. What happens if I keep going until it says like 1 AD? Is that possible? To just take so long on a mission that I accidentally create a timeline where ancient Egypt, where the old kingdom accidentally persists forever? That would be so funny. Okay, I'm getting more plain stone sorted. Plainstone there. Buy some limestone. No problem. So much money. That's ridiculous. You already use your emergency fund. Don't go into debt again. I'm not likely to, am I? I've got so much savings. I'd love to pay myself. I'm going to pay myself loads. They'll hate it. They'll really dislike it. But if I keep throwing festivals for Ra, Ra is displeased. Ra, don't be such a drama bird. I'll build more temples. I will build so many temples you won't even know what to do with the temples. Okay? You will marvel at the temples. I'll put it over here. Where will I build these temples that I'm boasting about for no reason? Here? Yeah, I'm going to put them here. Stop me. Ptah gets one too. Because he was nice to me. Better. Thank you. My mansion will start accruing enormous amounts of cash. This is great. I love this. But I've been able to start every mission with far more money than I should have. That is the advantage of a pyramid mission. That's always been the case. I remember when I played Pharaoh of old and old and old, a pyramid mission would always be a chance to save up lots for the next one. See, my reputation's better than it was. Even though... So they love me. Even though I'm paying myself far too much, they love me. Too few jugglers. I just don't agree. I think I've only got an average number of jugglers. Get out. I've got so many. Okay, well, I'll put a juggler's booth here. Keep my industrial quarter perfectly entertained. They deserve it. They work really hard making all the pottery and beer. Oh my god, I'm still empty on grain. That's so bizarre. Should I turn 2 more barley farms into wheat farms for next season? Okay. You're selling plainstone. You're sitting on 800 plain. I think that means 8 plainstone. I haven't dispatched all my burial provisions actually. 1200 papyrus. 1200 papyrus. Can I import papyrus? Yes, I can. You there. My favorite minor deity is Medjed. Medjed is very cool. Medjed has a very interesting impact on modern society. He's very popular because he looks cute, even though his original intention was not to be cute. For those wondering, he looks a bit like a cartoon ghost. His job is to zap the enemies of the gods in the underworld with his laser eyes. But in reality, he just looks like a little anime ghost. What would the Duat in the Field of Reeds look like? Well, the Duat would look like a very severely haunted river, which has a day and night cycle, of course, because it shares a sun with us, and when it's night here, it's day there, and vice versa. The Field of Reeds would look like an infinitely stretching farmland. It's a divine counterpart to the Nile Delta. It just, it looks very nice. There's enough for everyone to do, and you do have to work in the afterlife. So, but it's not hard toil. Like, you're not going to break your back doing it, and you'll never have your home flooded out or anything like that. That's what I think the Field of Reeds would look like. The Duat, I think, is quite complicated because quite a lot of the stuff that happens there is very intricate. Not everyone gets the same treatment. I don't think everyone gets their heart weighed and so on. It depends when you're talking about. The afterlife gets more and less democratic as time goes on. Who sells me papyrus? I have a horrible feeling it comes in by sea. They sell me papyrus by sea. That's annoying. Okay. Well, we'll make this a papyrus dock. Where is papyrus? Make this a papyrus dock for as long as we need it, which is not for long. That's 300. That's fine. I could have honestly just put it here. I don't know why. I don't know. Lost my mind. And that's the papyrus delivered, so we can officially stop importing that now. Thank you very much. Could have manufactured it myself. Got cocky, why not? Got infinite money. How is my treasury doing? How's my personal savings doing? Where are my personal savings? They're in here. 10,640. My salary is too high. My salary is fine. I don't know why you keep saying that. Everything's above average. Okay, this city is very entertaining. It's a very fun place to be. Everyone loves it here. Okay. So enough of the sass. That being said, I will build another musician stage. There we go. See, now I'm producing too much grain again. It's so swingy. Can I put another granary down just to get a moment's peace? Where did I put another granary? Put another granary here for no reason. There, a moment's peace, if you please. Lifts my reputation somewhat. How much is somewhat? I was at 95 before. Back at 100. Okay. Yeah, that tracks. Right, good. Okay, gang, well, look, it's 10 p.m. 10 p.m. and the pyramid isn't going to be finished anytime soon. So I'll try and stream again soon so that we can finish North Dahshur and move on in our dynastic journey. But I really should come to an end. Thank you all so much for showing up. Let's get this all saved. Another thing that they've Armchair. Another thing they've done is they put the most recent saves at the top, and I love that. So yeah, thank you all for showing up and for chatting, and I love getting questions and so on. It's always brilliant. There will be a video. If nothing else, you always know, gang, I always do a video on April 1st, so you can look forward to that at the very least. And then a proper video will come out, hopefully not too long after that, We recently had to do a fair bit of work on another project, but hopefully all will be well. You know what I always say in cases like this. Have a wonderful rest of the week. Life, prosperity, and health to you all. I think you're all great, and I'll see you next time.